Grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son. Congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
The Harris family drama just exploded, and it's messier than anyone expected. Word is flying around that I secretly had the hospital where Big Nana gave birth run a DNA test on her baby without King even knowing. And when those results came back, they hit like a bombshell. Reportedly, the test showed King Harris isn't the father of Big Nana's child, and that's got the whole internet losing it.
You capping. You upset. You're mad. You capping. You capping. I know you. You capping. I know you. Ain't no mystery about here. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Hey, what is she talking about?
Get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
But here's where it gets even crazier. I didn't sit on that info. Nope, he called King in, looked him dead in the eyes, and dropped the truth straight to his face. He told him he'd been suspicious from day one about Big Nana's pregnancy, and now the evidence speaks for itself. Insiders say, I told his son to cut ties completely. No more games, no more emotional roller coasters, just walk away for good. If you've been following the saga, you already know this storm's been brewing for a while. It all started when T.I. casually dropped the bomb on Hot 107.9, saying King was expecting a baby. At first, it came off like playful father-son banter.
Man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
T.I. even joked he'd help raise the baby just to mess with King, but fans caught that look in his eyes. There was no joke in that stare, just a mix of disappointment, anger, and disbelief. Everyone could tell something deeper was brewing behind that smile, and now it looks like we finally know why. But the truth behind this whole mess runs way deeper than anyone thought. The real shocker? Big Nana, the woman who got pregnant, is reportedly way older than King. That revelation had fans raising eyebrows all over the internet because something about that didn't sit right at all. Sources close to the family say I was furious when he found out about the relationship, but instead of blowing up, he stayed calm, sat King down, and kept it all the way real. He told him straight up, this girl's not for you, son. She's got motives, and this is gonna end bad.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Period. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath.
Every
and
day.
throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
He cried like a baby. Hold his breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding it.
He capping.
Hey.
Man, no business. And no nigga ever pull our car ever in life. I stand on business. You got me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man, I ain't
I wouldn't put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much.
Let's go.
Now, get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. Just being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you.
Shut up. Shut up.
I know you.
Ain't no mystery, man.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is you talking about? Get off me, like, man, get off me,
But you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
But King didn't listen. He was lost in the fantasy. He kept flaunting Big Nana online like they were hip-hop royalty, posting pictures and acting like their love story was untouchable. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, T.I. was quietly making calls, checking facts, and collecting receipts like a true veteran. And when that DNA test came back, boom, he finally had the proof he'd been waiting for. And this time, he's not letting it slide one bit. Word is, T.I. never trusted Big Nana from the very start. He always believed she was there for the fame, the attention, and the money tied to that Harris name. And honestly, it's not a wild theory. T.I. has been in the game for over 20 years. He's seen every kind of scheme, every type of opportunist, and every person trying to latch onto celebrity circles for a quick come-up. He's worked with and dated some of the most powerful women in the industry. So if anyone can spot a setup, it's him. If anyone can sniff out a fake relationship from miles away, it's T.I., no doubt about it. Insiders say he'd been warning King from day one, telling him, son, be careful around Big Nana. Not everyone smiling in your face really wants the best for you. But King didn't want to hear it. He was too wrapped up in the thrill, dating an older woman, posting her all over social media, feeling like he was stepping into that grown man life. Every red flag was right there in front of him, but he ignored them all because it made him feel powerful, respected, and in control. Then when the news dropped that Big Nana was pregnant, T.I. reportedly went from shocked to furious. Sources say he couldn't believe his son ignored everything he'd been told, but instead of yelling, T.I. just shook his head and said quietly, I told you this would happen. That silence hit harder than any argument ever could. For T.I., this wasn't just about a baby. It was about trust, maturity, and family pride. Meanwhile, King refused to back down. He wanted to prove he could handle his business, that he wasn't just T.I.'s son living in the shadow. He allegedly told people he'd show everyone what being a real man and a real father looks like. That's when the tension snapped and the bond between father and son started to crack in ways nobody saw coming. Anyone who's been keeping up with the Harris family knows this father-son tension didn't just pop up overnight. It's been simmering for a long time. Not too long ago, King went viral on Instagram Live after getting into a heated argument at a basketball game. Cameras caught him yelling, I stand on business, trying to act tough in front of the crowd. The whole scene spiraled fast, and you could literally feel the chaos through the screen. That's when T.I. had to step in to calm things down. But King wasn't having it. He kept shouting, puffing his chest out, acting like he had a point to prove. T.I., clearly frustrated, checked him right there on camera, telling him he was embarrassing himself and dragging the whole Harris name into unnecessary drama. In that moment, the tension between them wasn't just obvious, it was painful to watch. The bond looked like it was breaking apart right in front of millions of eyes. After that, things took a darker turn. King went off on social media, throwing shots directly at his dad. He accused T.Y. of being fake, saying he only played the role of perfect father in public, but behind closed doors, he didn't care at all. King even claimed T.I. left him in the hood, forcing him to survive on his own. That accusation lit the internet on fire. When the story broke, every blog and outlet started digging for the truth, and what they uncovered made things even more complicated. Yes, King spent time in the hood, but it wasn't quite how he told it. Reports revealed he'd actually been living with his grandma, who happened to stay in a tougher neighborhood. It wasn't abandonment, it was family roots. But the internet had already made up its mind by then. Even though King spent time in the hood, let's be real, he wasn't struggling like the kids around him. He had wealthy parents making sure he had everything. Designer clothes, stacks of cash, and every opportunity a young star could dream of. That whole from the bottom story didn't quite match the lifestyle he was living. But just when things were starting to cool off, a bombshell video dropped that flipped everything upside down again. King went live and told the world that growing up, he barely saw his dad. He claimed the only time they'd really hang out was when the cameras were rolling for their reality show T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. According to King, once filming ended, the perfect family act would fade and he'd head right back to his grandma's house. That confession hit the internet like wildfire. Fans started questioning whether that wholesome family image was ever real in the first place. Still, even with all that tension, insiders say I never gave up on trying to guide his son. He sat King down and warned him straight up, having a baby this young would change everything. His career, his freedom, and his whole future. But King wasn't listening. He was too deep in love with Big Nana. Instead of keeping that private talk to himself, he allegedly ran straight to her and spilled every single thing his dad said. And that's when the story took a darker twist. Sources close to the family claim Big Nana started using that info to play mind games with King, convincing him that his parents didn't care about him, and slowly pushing him to cut off communication completely. It was manipulation at its finest, and by the time anyone realized what was happening, King was already deep in her web. Sources close to the situation say Big Nana had King completely under her control. He stopped returning calls, ignored texts, and shut out T.I. and Tiny altogether. That's actually why his parents skipped the baby shower. It wasn't out of coldness, it was strategy. T.I. was protecting his family's image and doing everything he could to stop the situation from spiraling deeper into chaos. But then, things reached a whole new level. I decided enough was enough. He wasn't sitting on the sidelines anymore. He went straight to Big Nana himself and made it clear she was playing a dangerous game. Insiders say T.I. personally reached out and warned her that whatever plan she thought she had wasn't gonna work. He told her straight up, no sugarcoating, that she wasn't getting a single dime from the Harris family and that he was not financially responsible for her or that baby. But here's where T.I. showed just how calculated he can be. Behind the scenes, he had another move lined up, one that would expose the truth without saying a single word publicly. He secretly arranged for a DNA test, done quietly through hospital channels, without anyone outside the circle knowing. And when those results came in, it was pure shock. The test proved exactly what T.I. had suspected all along. King Harris was not the father. His instincts had been on point from the very beginning. The rumors weren't rumors anymore, they were facts. Big Nana, it turned out, had been in it for the fame, the perks, and the power that came with the Harris name. The moment T.I. saw that report, everything clicked. He finally saw the full picture of what had been going on behind closed doors, and he wasn't about to let anyone play his family again. Insiders say T.I. didn't waste a second once the truth came out. He went straight to his son and faced him man to man. He sat King down, handed him that DNA report, and said flat out, "I told you, son. I've seen this play too many times before." He reminded King that after decades in the music game, he's met every kind of woman. Some real, some loyal, but plenty who only see dollar signs. From the jump, his gut told him Big Nana's whole situation was a setup, and now the proof was staring both of them right in the face. The moment hit hard. Witnesses say King was completely crushed, breaking down in disbelief. He was heartbroken, shocked, and even brought to tears as he realized everything he thought he had, the love, the loyalty, the baby, was all built on lies. And I didn't hold back either. He told his son straight up this was a wake-up call. It was time to stand tall, take control, and walk away before things got worse. To make sure his message sank in, T.I. repeated himself. He reminded King that as a father, he had done everything in his power. He warned him, tried to guide him, and even protected him from being tricked into raising another man's child. But now, the ball was in King's court. It was his turn to handle his business like a man and cut Big Nana off for good. The emotional fallout was heavy. King reportedly didn't say much, just sat there staring at the papers, realizing the damage was done. But one thing was certain, T.I. wasn't about to let anyone play games with the Harris family legacy again. From this point forward, it was all on King to make that bold move, end the toxic cycle, and start rebuilding his life. When fans found out that T.I. had secretly ordered that DNA test, the internet went wild. Comment sections were on fire, timelines were flooded, and everyone had something to say. Some called T.I. a genius for protecting his family, while others said it was too cold. But either way, the truth was finally out, and there was no taking it back. People had a lot to say about this wild Harris family drama, and the internet wasn't holding back one bit. One fan commented, "King should have listened to his dad from the start. He's hard-headed and thinks he knows everything." Another said, "T.I. warned him." Now look at the mess. T.I. ain't responsible for that boy's mistakes. And someone else added, "Welcome to the real world, King." She saw money, not love. And now I see child support coming to a courthouse near him real soon. The comments just kept pouring in. Thousands of people giving their 2 cents. No filter, no hesitation. Right now, King Harris is deep in the spotlight. The whole situation with his baby mama is splattered all over social media, and everyone's watching closely to see what his next move will be. Some people are saying he got caught up with the wrong woman, that his ego blinded him, and now he's learning a hard truth the expensive way. It's a painful lesson, but maybe it's the one that'll finally make him grow up for real. But here's the question everyone's debating. Did T.I. go too far? Was secretly ordering that DNA test behind his son's back a violation of trust? Or was it the move of a smart father protecting his family, his money, and his peace? Because let's be honest, T.I. has built an empire, and one wrong step can cost everything. No matter which side you're on, one thing's crystal clear. This whole situation has exposed cracks that run way deeper than anyone realized. The Harris family name might shine bright in public, but behind closed doors, there's a storm they're still trying to control. What do you think? Did T.I. cross the line? Or did he save his son from a lifetime of heartbreak and drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like, smash that subscribe, and share this video, because this story is far from over.